Hello everyone. Today we have somebody very special, Dr. Ahmad Rasmi Al-Battat with me.
Thank you.
And today we'll be discussing about something called content analysis. Many of us, we are pretty confused about content analysis. We don't know what is that. So today we would like to request, as an expert of qualitative research, Dr. Ahmad, who will be explaining about content analysis. My first question to you, what is that actually?
Thank you so much, Dr. Firdaus, for this nice invitation. For the content analysis, it's like the research tools usually we use to determine the presence of the certain words, themes, concept within some given qualitative data, such as like text. We are using the content analysis as usually to quantify and analyze the presence or the meaning or relationship of certain words, themes, or the concept. Usually we are trying to make inference about the message within the text, the writers or the audience, and even the culture of time surrounding the text.
Okay, now, if people say, what is the use or what are the uses of content analysis? So what is your explanation?
Usually, because we are dealing with qualitative research, usually we try to use the content analysis to identify the intention, the focus of the communication, the trends of the individuals or the group or even the institutions. We can describe the attitudinal or behavior response to the communication because we are dealing with the humans. We try to determine the psychological or the emotional state of these persons or these groups they are answering our interview. We want to reveal the international differences between the communication contents, to reveal the pattern in the communication content also. What is the pattern when they are answering our questions or when they are reviewing communication content, or even the pretest to improve the intervention or for the survey period, the to launch and to analyze the focus group interviews and the open-ended question to complement the quantitative data.
So this is a part of qualitative research. We are actually doing in quantitative way.
Yes.
Now, when it comes to the types of content analysis, what are the types usually being discussed in research for content analysis?
For the types of the content analysis, we have two types of content analysis. We have the conceptual analysis and we have the relational analysis. For the conceptual analysis type, the people think that the conceptual analysis, when they think of content analysis, the concept is chosen for examination or for analysis involving in the quantifying and the counting its presence. The main goal of to examine the occurrence of selected terms of the data, while the relational analysis begin like conceptual, where the concept is choosing for examination. Then the analysis involve exploration of the relationship between the concepts. Okay. We want to find the relationship between the concepts.
If we talk about the steps, how to do it, this content analysis, so what are the steps usually we follow?
In the content analysis, we try to have the systematic steps to analyze our data. First, we have to select the content we want to analyze. We want to analyze a newspaper. We want to analyze speeches. We want to analyze websites. Then we want to define the units and the categories of analysis. What is the unit of meaning or the set of categories we want to analyze? Then we want to develop a set of rules for coding. The coding involves organizing the units of meaning into previously defined categories, like such as you want to define your code as trustworthy. So what is the words will generalize or will represent your trustworthy? Is it honest? Is it reliable? Then after that we need to code the text according to these rules. Is it manually? You want to code it manually, or you want to have it by the aid of computer programs? We have such programs like QSR in Vivo, we have Atlas D, we have Diction, so many programs, but this is the most famous programs to code our rules or our text, and then also we have to analyze the result to draw our conclusion.
Very interesting, right? Okay. My next question will be based on reliability and validity. So if we do content analysis, so our concern, how about we can follow the reliability and validity issues?
For the reliability test, usually we because the human nature and of the researcher coding errors can never eliminate it, but only can minimize. So usually in the qualitative research, we generally accept 80% is acceptable margin for reliability. We usually have three criteria to compromise or to compress the reliability of the content analysis. We have the stability. So the stability refers to the tendency of the coders to continuously recode the same data in the same way over a period of time. We have the producibility, the tendency for the group of coders to classify categories, membership in the same way. And also we have the accuracy, extent to which of this classification of text correspond to the standard of norm and the statistically. For the validity, three criteria comprise the validity of the content analysis. We have the closeness of the categories, where this can be achieved by utilizing the multiple classifiers to arrive an agreed upon definition of each specific category. And then we have the conclusions. What level of implication is allowable? Do conclusion correctly follow the data? The result explainable by the other phenomena? The software can obtain an accurate count of that words, accuracy and the frequency. Generalizability of the result to the theory, dependent on the clear definition of the concept categories, how they are determined and how reliable they are to measure the idea on the seeking to the measure. Okay,
my last question will be about the strength and maybe limitations of this content analysis.
For the strength, of course, usually the researchers, they are thinking about this, especially about the cost. The strength of the content analysis is low cost.
Low cost, okay.
And allows for the quantitative and the qualitative research together, because you can do the content analysis for both actually. While the limitation, usually the content analysis is time consuming. Time usually is against the researcher, but it is one of the limitation for the content analysis, and also the coding error, because as we mentioned before, it's like a human activity, or maybe software. So usually the human error could be in the coding or the relational analysis. Maybe it will be not take the content into consideration. So it's about the coding and the relational analysis, which can be considered as a limitation for this type of analysis.
I see. Okay, thank you very much. This is very, very useful and fruitful discussion from Dr. Ahmad. And
thank you so
by
much.
now, we know that what is content analysis, how usually we do content analysis, and what are the steps usually take place during the content analysis. So I think this is very useful discussion. Thank you so much, Dr. Ahmad, for being with us.
Thank you so much for the invitation. Thank you.